Quick question before we start. How many people in here recycle? Yay, that's more than I imagined. Does anybody do it for a specific reason, or do you know why you do it?
I just do it because I see a blue trash can, so I just throw it in there.
That's good enough, at least you do it. This is my review. I'm going to go over what recycling is, why we should recycle, how you can recycle, and you can't see it, but the benefits. Recycling is a process of collecting materials that you find that normally you throw away, but we could reuse and make into more material, as opposed to throwing away plastic that we can use again. So that's recycling. Why we should recycle? There's many reasons why we should recycle. Cuts back on global warming. It's really good for the environment in general. Cuts back on air pollution. It higher the quality of certain land property that you can buy, because it's not like as dirty and filled with garbage that we could have recycled and made into more bottles that we could use again, as opposed to throwing it away and then having it pollute some kind of ocean or land. According to research conducted by ProfessorHouse.com states that it takes twice as much energy to burn plastic as to recycle. It takes 64% more energy to make paper than to recycle it. Recycling 1 pound of steel can save enough energy to run a 60-watt bulb for 1 day. So by recycling, you're saving so much more energy that we could use as well. And, yeah. These are a few stats about recycling and how, when you recycle, how it helps. For example, a plastic soda bottle takes 1 year to decompose, and glass takes 1 million years. So that glass bottle that you threw in the garbage is now going to sit in dirt for about 1 million years, just rotting away for nothing, when you could recycle it and use it again to make more bottles. All these stats were provided by ProfessorHouse.com. So that's pretty much it for this one. And then how you can recycle. There's I don't know if you guys know this, obviously, but there's different bins specified for certain things. Like in the other picture, I had a yellow bin, a green bin, and a blue bin. Blue bins tend to be for plastic. Green, I think, is for paper, and yellow, I think, is for glass. So if you look at bottles, right here it says that the glass recycling, if they have a G logo, then you recycle it and where the glass goes. And some of them are really self-explanatory. Obviously, plastic, which would be like any kind of plastic bottle, like the milk bottles that we have at the cafeteria and the soda bottles, all of those would go into plastic. Obviously, all the paper, like your newspaper, your magazines, any kind of paper like that, you can recycle and reuse it again so we can make more paper instead of throwing it away and not looking at it again. The benefits to recycling. Recycling has a lot of benefits, way more than you could even think. Recycling helps the environment, overall energy too, and then it also can help the economy, because when you start to sell land, it's not as polluted as it would be if people didn't recycle and all the garbage on there. It just reduces the amount that the property would be worth if it was just clean. And then I have a video.
Recycling bins are fanned out all across campus, making recycling very easy. And it certainly is easy enough to just drop your plastic bottle into one of those bins and think your job is done. And for you it is, but for someone else, the work is just beginning to make recycling happen. It's fair to say that no one on campus appreciates the environmental and financial benefits of recycling as much as the Office of the Physical Plan. OPP officials work tirelessly to make Penn State both an environmentally and financially sustainable university, a goal outlined by the Board of Trustees in 2009. On a recent Monday, I joined Pam Bickle, a member of the OPP's recycling team, to learn just how much work goes into recycling on-campus waste. Pam usually works alone on her 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. shift, but on this Monday, she is fortunate to have the help of Nate James. Together, the two make more than 30 stops around campus to collect all types of recyclables that have been placed in centralized locations. It doesn't take long for the speedy team to pack its truck and head for the bar pit, a recycling sorting area located off of Fox Hollow Road. But with such a full truck, there is occasionally a casualty or two.
We dropped one.
But that's only a slight delay. The biggest delay that Pam and Nate encounters is the organization of recycled goods that is sometimes required if people place the wrong items in recycling bins.
So is everything now. If it was just all in the right bin, you wouldn't have to hand pick through it and sort it. It would just all go right to where it needs to be, and it would save us a lot of
And once at the bar pit, it's impressive to see just how much of the recycling really does need to be hand-sorted.
What we call commingle is that pile there, which is like a mix where people don't separate.
That's what we have to hand pick through.
We have to go through all of that.
When asked what people often recycle incorrectly, pizza boxes came up first. Interestingly enough, they should be composted and not included with corrugated cardboard. Some of the recyclables at the bar pit, which includes everything from glass to plastic and cans, are actually reused. Don, for example, reuses large cans for donations.
And they do this for a while. They just go back here and dance and clean them. I mean, it's really neat to see.
In 2010, about 59% of the waste generated here at Penn State was recycled. Not a bad number by any means, but a lot of hard work goes into getting that number so high. But the hard work pays off. It costs the university $70 to dispose of each ton of trash, while it costs just $5 to $20 for each ton of recyclables. So, the 8,800 tons of recyclables in 2010 saved Penn State more than $600,000. And it's not just traditional items that are recycled at Penn State and fed into the county system. Oil from the dining commons is used to create biofuels, and batteries are collected and recycled from numerous offices. The ultimate goal of OPP leaders is to get the percentage of waste recycled closer to 100%. With so much recycling to be done here at Penn State, you may think it's a big team working to get it all done. Instead, it's just a few fearless employees working hard to make sure Penn State recycling keeps on going. The OPP recycling staff typically numbers about 8, but what they lack in numbers, they make up for in passion.
You don't realize until you do something like this how much you put into it, how much effort goes into it. And so you take a pride in it.
And while recycling may not be easy, people like Pam and Nate are working hard to make sure Penn State gets as close to that 100% goal as possible. Reporting from Penn State Bar Pit, I'm Michael Page for Whether or Not.
The reason why I showed this video is to show you guys exactly how Penn State recycles and overall how it helps, because they stated exactly where it helped and how even financially too they saved so much money by recycling. And Thon as well recycles the cans to use them to can around areas, which is a lot of cans. I've actually went there one time and they reuse, like, they just go through the garbage, reuse all the cans. So it's just a few ways that recycling does benefit. Also, all the cans that they have, like the ones I was saying before, the green, yellow, and blue, they're out there for a reason, to make their lives much easier, to instead of digging through all your garbage and saying, wow, who throws paper in a plastic container? But I think that's it. Yeah. So I hope you guys go out and recycle.
Again?